The joys of a perfect day on the golf course. There's just nothing quite like that smell of freshly cut grass. The sound of a birdie putt dropping or piping that drive long and straight right down the middle of the fairway. But let's be real, not all of us hit the drive straight and long every time. In fact, a lot of us slice the living shit out of it and on a regular occurrence.
Have to avoid 2 bunkers down the left. And that one...
And let's face it, slicing is infuriating. It can not only ruin a round, it can also ruin an entire career of golf, like my dad's. He spends an entire career on the right side of a fairway or 3 fairways over. But fear not, my fellow slicers. The PING G430 SFT is here to save your round and maybe your career and get rid of that slice forever. In today's video, we are going to go through what makes this driver so unique and so much better at solving one of the biggest problems in golf, and also compare it to the previous model, the PING G425 SFT, and see which one is better. But the big question for everybody out there that does slice the ball is this the best anti-slice driver? Or is it all gimmicks? Is it gonna keep you in the fairway? Let's find out. All right, first off, what does SFT actually stand for? It stands for Straight Flight Technology. What does that mean? It means the PING G430 SFT has a huge 22-gram weight near the heel to help reduce that slice and keep you in the fairway. PING claims that can actually help your slice, right to left correction, by up to 20 yards. And we've seen it in the past. The 425 in our testing reduced slice by 17 yards. 20 yards is pretty substantial. So let's look into some of the other claims that PING is making about the PING G430 SFT. In addition to the SFT weighting, we also get an optimized driver face with variable face thickness, something PING is calling T9S Plus. This was supposedly created to help with better face deflection, to help you with better ball speeds and better distances. Moving on, let's talk about one of my favorite terms in golf, spinsistency. It's another one of those fake made-up words in the golf industry. All right, with this, PING is including variable roll radius, which helps lower the loft on low face shots or when you thin it. Oh yeah, one more thing I don't want to forget. People that played the 425 talked about how bad it sounded, and they were right. With the 430, way better. That is one claim that I can 100% accurately back up. PING nailed it this time. And lastly, we're getting adjustable loft and lie with the new PING G430 SFT, which will help you customize your shot. All right, check out this graphic so you can see all the possibilities that you'll have with the 430 SFT. All right, all you golf nerds out there, this is your time to shine. It's the tech spec time. We're gonna compare the 2023 PING G430 SFT against the 2022 PING G425 SFT. All right, let's talk loft real quick. Both drivers offer one loft option, 10.5, but you do have 1.5 degree adjustability up or down. So you can crank that down to a 9 or crank it up to a 12. Now on to club length. Both, once again, the same, 45 3/4 inches. Head size, both 460 cc. All right, small note on head weight, which is getting into the weeds, but some of you might want to know this. The 2023 model, 200 grams. 2022 model, 202 gram head weight. I'll touch on that small difference a little more when we dive into the data. All right, speaking of data, we're at the point in this video where you're going to want to pause or take a screen grab, because we're going to throw up the data right now of how these two drivers performed head to head. And we're going to give you every swing speed, low, mid, and high. That way it's more relatable to you out there. All right, so as you just saw, PING G430 was 12.2 22 yards left of center. The model before that, the 425, was 18 yards left of center. Now you might be thinking more left of center is better. So let's break that down a little bit further. The 430 I actually think is a better driver over the 425 for these specific reasons. Ball speeds were higher, carry was longer, and sound was tremendously better. And why you only saw a 12.2 left versus 18 is because in the new model, they added a cool little feature. In the previous year's model, you only had one setting. It would slice correct, but let's say you didn't need that much slice correction. In the new one, there's something called draw and then draw plus. So if you want to bring it back a little bit and you don't need that much slice correction, just go with the regular draw and not draw plus. It's a great little feature that they added in this year's model. Our testing manager here at mygolfspy, Philip Bishop, said it best. It was evident early on in testing that the 430 SFT was going to be superior over the 425. And it turns out it is. So now on to price. And how much are you willing to pay to cure your slice? Well, if the Cure is the 2023 SFT model, expect to pay around $550 currently. You want the previous year model, you can save 30%. It's currently at $400. All right, let's go one step further. Let's talk trade in, trade up. If you own the 425 and you want to trade up to the 430, you can go to PGATourSuperstore.com to their trade-in widget, and they'll give you right now around $139 for your previous year version. All right, so a few things I noticed. One, the turbulators on top. You hear a lot about this from golfers that they don't really like the look. At the end of the day, it does two things. It helps frame the ball really well, and two, it does help with head speeds at higher swing speeds. One thing also about sound on the 430 SFT that I noticed over the 425 that I was hitting right before this is that the 430 sounds and feels much better. Still not my favorite, but it's a major improvement. And then to the SFT technology, which stands for straight flight technology. The majority of the balls that I'm seeing hit here and we saw hit inside of our test facility are left of center. That's its role. It's to help you hit more balls on the left side of the fairway than the right. It's meant to correct those slices, and it does just that. It's one of the best designed clubs for a specific purpose. It is not a gimmick by any means. If you are out there trying to buy a driver to cure a slice, this is the best driver to do that. It is the best anti-slice driver in golf. So there you have it. If you struggle off the tee, or you know someone else that struggles off the tee with a slice, there is not a driver or product I have seen that I could recommend more to you or someone you know. If you're interested in finding out more about this driver, or checking out our new head-to-head tool where you can pit any driver this year against any other driver and see which one wins, or you just want to see how all the 2023 drivers performed, check the description below. There'll be links for you. And until next time, peace.